down. Oh my god. Alright lads, hopefully you're finding this video after maybe a long day and you come home just wanted to chill out on Warzone and you realise there's people going around with this thing just taking your head off, man. Literally sniping your head off faster than you can even ADS, because this new sniper, the R700 if you want to call it, that's what I'm going to be calling it, but it's the SPR 208 sniper rifle. Well, technically it's a marksman rifle, but this thing hits like the HDR, if I'm being honest, when you have the right setup on it. Unfortunately, I don't have the right setup on it, but I have picked it up off a few dead bodies and the thing knocks. I'm gonna ping my multiplayer class setup video us up in the top right if you want to go see that. But in this video you're going to be finding useful stuff for Warzone and multiplayer. It's just all these little tips and tricks that I've noticed about the gun and how to use it, I guess, effectively. Just a little breakdown, just basically my review of the gun and my overall opinion. So if you're interested, stay tuned. We're going to have some nice gameplay in the background, with hopefully with a bit of chill beats. So let's go. We're going to start off with the fact that the ADS is faster than every other marksman rifle except the MK2 carbine. Okay, and then even when you put attachments on this, like the ones that slow it down, it can still, if you do it right, if you use the right attachments, that's what I was saying in my other class of the video, you have to use the right attachments for this gun. If not, it goes from being very overpowered to very shit. Okay, despite what every other video you've been watching saying it's overpowered, it's this, it needs to be nerfed, it can be very shit if you run the wrong attachments. Okay, if you run the wrong attachments, it's gonna be terrible. But luckily you're watching this video, so therefore you're gonna be at a slight advantage compared to the other people. Well, that's hopefully what I think is gonna happen. That's what I hope to happen anyway, because I wouldn't want to be wasting your time. So, you know, that's what's going on. I'm gonna start now. I noticed with the sniper scope on this thing, it's a bit blurry for me. Okay, when I'm watching it, I don't know, it just seems very blurry, but that could be just down to my sharpness or whatever. It's just very hard to see people. Actually, I was running a custom reticle, that could probably be the reason. So I'm just saying, be aware of the sniper scope. It can get a bit blurry from times, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. It still slaps. Little secret behind this gun is when you rock, there's a custom ammo type for it. The last custom ammo type, I think it's called the Lua rounds or something on that line. Okay, just let me know in the comments below, because I just forgot. I was actually just looking at my attachments there a minute ago and I can't remember for the life of me what it's called. But the Lua rounds, that's what we're gonna go with. They're the third rounds, they're the last ones you unlock. The bullet velocity on them, I'm pretty sure, is 908 bullet velocity, and I know for a fact that the HDR is just skimming above 1,000 bullet velocity. So this thing is almost, the speed of the bullet is almost on par with the HDR, and anyone who uses the HDR, you know, you don't really have to lean with it that much, unless it's maybe a quad. You kind of have to put a bit on it because the quad moves fast, but the thing doesn't drop. 400 meters this thing shoots in a straight line, then it starts to drop. That's with them rounds, by the way. After 400 meters, that's when the drop kicks in, so you don't need to be worrying about drop. Just aim at the head. I'd say for about 300 meters, just aim at the head, don't worry about drop. But maybe if it's 400, aim a bit high, but you're already in a scenario where you need to aim above 400. You will get a few hit markers to the body, but this thing one-shots to the head, which is always a good sign. And ADS is super fast, so you're beating anyone in a sniper battle. And you can see me die there in the clip, but don't worry about that, okay? I was warming up. This clip here that's playing this gameplay, this was me picking it up off a dead guy in the stairwell. I actually did bring out my class setup so one of the boys could get it, because they're not high enough tier yet, because they're not sweating like me. But that's what they're rocking my one, and I was just rocking this random custom one because it was kitted with those rounds, I'm pretty sure, because this thing was way better than my one, I can tell you that. I was resting around with it in multiplayer as well, so I know from multiplayer it's fast. That's how I know it's fast, because I was using it in multiplayer and I was trying to level it up for a class setup video that I was going to put out tonight, but I didn't get that far, so we're just rocking a little review on it, what I think, and then tomorrow's going to be the class setup. So it's what we have to do, because we ain't got nobody really helping us with this shit, so I'm just trying to do it myself. Yeah, so it's a banging class though. The class setup though, that I think I've looked into the attachments and all in the custom mode against bots in multiplayer, and I have the attachments, boys. I have the attachments. I have the best attachments, and nobody's going to be rocking them because, you know, well, they are expected. Some people you might find rocking them or certain attachments from them, but the ones that I have in this setup, man, oh, I'm just telling you, it's going to be worth subscribing for if you haven't already. It is going to be some nice gameplay when I get that going maxed out. Unfortunately as well, I have a level 42, so I have most of the attachments. I think I'm just waiting on the monolithic, so it's a bit of a killer. We're not going to worry about it too much. We'll have a class setup video tomorrow, so you know, it's nothing to be worried about. As far as range and drop, like damage drop off, you know, it's still one-shot headshots. That's all that matters. At 400 meters, is still one-shot headshots, and it doesn't drop, so there's nothing to worry about. So you know, just rock it. What I have noticed though is when you're playing squads, well, I wasn't really playing squads. I was playing S&D, and I was jumping. The mobility on this sniper is far better than any gun, even the MK2 carbine. The mobility on it with such little sway, like it literally feels like it has no stock, if that makes sense. You can be just jumping around. You can move so fast. It's very, very good gun. I will see it get nerfed. To be honest, it will get nerfed. It's too good. And the AS Val as well. That's getting nerfed. I've seen videos on that and why it's very overpowered. So I'm just trying to do my best to kind of avoid them in lobbies. I haven't seen the AS Val yet in Warzone. I seen Nick Merrick's video on it actually, so that's about as far as I've gotten to running into the AS Val. I could use it. I have that thing maxed out. That's why it took me so long to get this the sniper maxed out, because I have the AS Val maxed out. So I popped loads of double XP, weapon XP tokens, normal XP tokens. I popped everything to try and get it. So you just want to be careful what you're rocking on this gun, because it can be very good or very bad. So all I'm saying is just be careful who you're getting your information from. You know, if it's Nick Merckx or something like that, he's probably the most popular. Or Swag, Iceman Isaac, J-God, they all know what they're talking about. So you know that they're the people you want to get the class setups from. And it may be me if you're just feeling genuine enough to trust me, because my class setups to be banging. Because I get all my stats from codgungame.com. So by the way, that's a site that has literally put a lot of YouTubers on with the stats they give out. They use them in all their videos. It's basically just, you know, exact numbers for guns. So like the sniper scope on this will zoom in 72% basically. You know, it gives you exact numbers, which is it's very helpful, to be honest. I use it now and again if I need to, like right now when this comes out and nobody has a clue about the gun, what I can do. COD gun game that are on the shop doing it 24/7. I have the gun broken down before you even come up with the idea to make a video on it. So shout out to them. They're doing bits. That's the word they're doing. Okay, bits. They're just nobody's competing with them in any way. But nobody will be competing with you if you wait for my class setup. I'm telling you that right now. The thing will just dart. It literally shoots darts at people. It just drops them. We're coming to the end of the video. Just a quick little review, just my thoughts on the gun, with a bit of gameplay in the background. I'm going to try and get like a 20 bomb or something with this. I need to get on a good squad, and I'm going to try and go ham with it, because I know I can for a fact. I felt the aim coming on today, but it just didn't quite snap. So I'm going to go off now and practice a bit of aim, see where I go, see where it takes me. And hopefully I get a bit better tomorrow. I guess that's just what everyone wants, to wake up a bit better than they were the day before. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to run the intro, and I'll talk to you in the class setup. Have a good day.